good fight.
Very good fight. Title worthy for sure. Farias thinks she's done enough.
And that's the reason women's boxing is becoming more and more popular all over the world, because these ladies can fight. They're gritty. They put punches together, and they're just as tough as any man.
How did the judges see it, though? Many of those rounds very close, particularly in the early stages.
And that's the scary part as a fighter, because, you know, close rounds usually go to the champion. You know, that's just a rule of thumb. But right here, you know, McCaskill looked like the one that wanted to keep fighting, the eager fighter. Look, slow motion, it was good body.
This was a good-ass fight. Now, women's boxing has had a resurgence, especially since the promoters and networks actually starting to give a shit about it. You know, HBO tried to slide a fast one on us by not picking up the Heather Hardy versus Shelley Vincent 2 fight, but I'm going to be covering that. Tonight, we're talking about Jessica McCaskill. You may remember her, if you watch women boxing. She fought Kaylee Taylor. I covered that fight. Versus Erica Anabella Farias. I remember covering her last year when she fought Cecilia Brakas. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. I'm going to give this fight a draw because McCaskill seemed to find what she was good at in the fight in regards to fighting Farias in the uppercut, and she picked up the aggression the second half of the fight. Farias didn't necessarily slow down if you didn't see the fight. It's just that McCaskill made the necessary change to, make. We're going to listen to the cards. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it to McCaskill because of, her being the, she's from Detroit, right? So obviously she's not from Chicago. Oh no, she is from Chicago. Wait, let me turn it up. Shh.
World title fight.
Oh, it's for the
taking their time with the scorecards. That's always a sign that something's up. So I can expect a close decision.
It's for the WBC 140-pound women's title. I'm working on something big when it comes to women's boxing, me and my team. You just have to really bear with us. It's going to take about another 3 months or so to get it where we want.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. Mike Fitzgerald, 98-92.
For who?
Ray Dinesco, 97-93. Mike Ross, 96-94. All three for your winner.
Farias.
By unanimous decision. And the new WBC Super Lightweight Female Champion of the World from Chicago, Illinois, Jessica McCaskill.
Todd, I gotta say, hearing and new just brings memories for me. I can tell you what that feeling is like. She will never forget those two words, and new. Chills are going through my body right now. What a story on McCaskill's part.
And Farias, a very good sport, going right over to congratulate McCaskill, who is the better woman here tonight. The 34-year-old has done it in just her 8th pro fight. She's a world champion, Sergio.
A WBC world champion.
I'm happy for her, but however, those cards were very, very, very wide. And you also have to factor in that there are only 2 minutes in women's boxing rounds. So normally when I score a fight, I go by minute, who won a round, who won the first minute, second minute, third minute, yada, yada. But I'm not upset with the win. I'm upset with the scorecards. That's what I'm upset with. But also, you did, Jessica McCaskill is a tank, and obviously for a more sharper female fighter, she would have issues. But if she works to her strong suit, which I see right now is her being the pressure fighter going forward, especially her uppercut, she needs to define that, because I was looking during the Katie Taylor fight, comparing it to this fight. She wasn't using it much. So, you know, if Katie Taylor ever decides to move up to 140 pounds, obviously Eddie Hearn right now is trying to get her unified at 135 and be undisputed at 135. But if she ever moves up, you know, she can fight Jessica McCaskill again. Let's see if she gets a post-fight interview. They better give her a post-fight interview.
And we are not done here from Wintrust Arena in Chicago, my hometown. Happy to be here.
Well, anyway, what we're working on is we are covering all televised women's boxing fights, if you haven't noticed, or at least we're making sure we do. In fact, I did cover the Marcela Cornejo versus Franchon DAZN Cruz fight, but for some reason I forgot to hit public. I was just checking that like 20 minutes ago. So I did it live after the fight, but didn't upload it. Right now it's 8:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live, October the 6th, 2018. This took place on the undercard of Jesse Vargas versus Tomas Delorme. Then you have Artur Bertabia versus Caleb Johnson. Miguel Roman versus Gavin McDonald. And then you have Tomas Adamic versus Big Baby Miller. Then also we have UFC 229 tonight. So I've been busy as shit. I covered Nicola Adams versus, I done forgot that damn girl name. Something Milan. Another very good women's fight today. The next major women's fight is going to be Katie Taylor versus Cindy Serrano on October the 20th over on DAZN. And also on the 27th, HBO finally, even though it may be their last card of the year, here's the card right here. HBO finally picked up Heather Hardy versus Shelly Vincent too. So during that time when I was covering women's boxing or trying to, I was really, really sick. So, you know, now since, you know, I'm healthy and, you know, we got all the technology and shit, we're really jumping head first into it. So since I got a long night, we can't really stick around here too long. But one thing for sure is I am going to be going to New York for the HBO card, because I do want to talk to Shelly Vincent and I do want to talk to Heather Hardy, and obviously I want to cover Jacobs versus Derevyanchenko. But really, I'm actually really going for the women, truth be told. Not like that, but you know what I'm saying. But anyway, TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. Please subscribe.